Hello everyone. Now we have to discuss the second case of Thevenin's theorem. What is the first case? The circuit which is having only independent sources. For that we have calculated Thevenin's voltage, Thevenin's resistance. Finally, if we have a load, we have to calculate the load current. That is over. So, now the second case is the circuit is having both independent and dependent sources. Case 2. Circuit is having both independent and dependent sources. This is case 2. The circuit is having both independent and dependent sources. So, for that what we have to do? So, to calculate required branch current or voltage or power dissipation or power absorption, we have to follow some steps. Okay. In that, first to calculate VTH or VOC, to calculate open circuit voltage, remove load between load terminals. First we have to remove the load between load terminals, so which are specified by the examiner. So, remove load between load terminals and calculate VOC or VTH by using conventional method of circuit analysis. So, to calculate VOC we have to follow the conventional method, whether it is nodal analysis or mesh analysis, whatever it may be. Simple, we have to remove the load branch, and between those open circuit terminals we have to calculate open circuit voltage, that is nothing but Thevenin's voltage, that is VTH. Okay. Remove load between load terminals and calculate VOC or VTH by using conventional method of circuit analysis. Completed. Next, to calculate next we have to calculate RTH, right? That is why to calculate RTH we have two methods. First we have to discuss method 1. So, what is that method? First one, remove load and short the open circuited So, first we have to remove that load and short the open circuited terminals. Then calculate short circuit current, means ISC. We have to calculate short circuit current between those shorted terminals. See, remove load and short the open circuit terminals, then calculate short circuit current, that is ISC, between those shorted terminals. Okay. Therefore, Thevenin's resistance RTH is equals to, from this we have what? VOC, from this we have ISC, right? From this we have VOC, from this we have ISC, voltage by current, which is nothing but VOC by ISC. That is it. Like this we have to calculate the value of Thevenin's resistance. This is method 1 to calculate RTH. Simple. So, to calculate VOC, that is by using conventional method we have to calculate VOC, that is it, completed. But to calculate RTH we have two methods. This is method 1. So, remove that load and shorted those two terminals, and we have to calculate the short circuit current between those shorted terminals. So, voltage VOC by ISC is nothing but RTH, completed. Next, method 2. Next, method 2. So, in method 2, remove load between load terminals and apply a DC driving voltage, DC driving voltage, that is VDC. We have to remove that load, and between those two open circuited terminals we have to provide a driving voltage, a DC driving voltage, that is VDC. Due to the application of VDC, due to the application of DC driving voltage, there is a DC driving current, there is a DC driving current, that is IDC. Due to the application of DC driving voltage, there is a DC driving current, that is IDC, through the open circuited, there is a DC driving current through the open circuited terminals. So, we have VDC and IDC. So, at this condition, keep all other independent sources are deactivated by their internal resistance. This point is very much important. So, while doing this method 2, we have to keep all independent sources deactivated. Simple. In this method 2, remove that load, between those two open circuited terminals we have to provide a DC driving voltage, that is external DC supply we have to provide. So, due to the application of that VDC, there is a current, that is DC driving current called IDC through that open circuited terminals. Therefore, from this, what is the value of RTH? VDC by IDC, that is it. From this, like this. So, we have two methods to calculate Thevenin's resistance. This is method 1, that is method 2. There is a small correction, this is not open circuited terminals. So, due to the application of VDC, there is a DC driving current through load terminals, right, because we are providing VDC, right, that is why it is not open circuited. Okay. Before applying that, that is open circuited, but after applying DC driving voltage, that is closed one. No? So, due to the application of VDC, there is a current through load terminals. That's it. Let's discuss the problems based upon case 2. So, here the circuit is having one independent source and one dependent source. This is what? Current controlled voltage source. The tray is nothing but voltage value. So, from this we have to calculate the current through this branch 1.6 ohm. Okay. Solution. What is our first step? First we have to calculate VOC, right? To calculate VTH or VOC, we have to remove this branch. For us, this 1.6 ohm branch is nothing but load. Minus plus, this is A, this is B, this is 3I, 6 ohm, 1 ohm, 10 amps, right. So, we have to calculate VTH between this. So, this is nothing but VTH, right. So, this is VTH, this is for example V, right. So, from this is what? Super node. A voltage source is present between two non-reference nodes. A voltage source is present between two non-reference nodes. That is why it is super node. So, from that VTH minus V, which is equals to 3I, right. VTH minus V means what? V minus of this drop, V minus this drop is equals to VTH. So, V minus this drop equals to VTH, that is it. But here minus plus, that is why VTH, finally we got VTH minus V is equals to 3I. So, sorry, here we have I, right, I. See, what is the current value from this branch? I is equals to what? The voltage at this node is V. We have 1 ohm branch, the current is what? I is equals to V by 1. So, from this I is equals to V, right. From this I is equals to V, therefore, substitute this I value into this. So, finally, we are having VTH minus V is equals to 3V, right. Therefore, VTH is equals to 4V. Then, next apply nodal analysis. So, with respect to super node, this is the equation, right. Then, see, this is the current which is entering to the node and this is leaving, this is we can assume as leaving. Therefore, 10 is entering, V by 1 plus, see, this is VTH by 6, right. VTH by 6. Substitute VTH, sorry, substitute V value. We have to calculate VTH, right. Substitute V value in above equation. So, from this V equals to what? V is equals to VTH by 4. So, 10 is equals to VTH by 4 plus VTH by 6. So, 4 comma 6 2 3 12. So, 120 is equals to 3 VTH plus 2 VTH. From this 5 VTH is equals to 120, VTH is equals to what? 24 volts. So, we got Thevenin's voltage as 24 volts, completed. So, we have Thevenin's voltage. Next, we have to calculate Thevenin's resistance. To calculate RTH. So, we will calculate this RTH by two methods. Okay. First, method 1. Method 1. What is method 1? We have to remove this load and short these two terminals. Short these two terminals and calculate ISC. One minus plus, this is 3I, this is 1, this is 10 amp. Right, this is 6 ohm branch. Next, we have to short. From this we have to calculate ISC. From this we have to calculate ISC. But see, this is the voltage V. So, after this node we have a short circuit path, whatever may be the current through this path, which is like this, right. There is no usage of this 6 ohm branch. The current through this 6 ohm branch is nothing but 0. Therefore, from this 10 is entering, this is I, P by 1 plus ISC. So, this 10 is entering, this 1 is leaving, ISC, this is ISC, right, like this, ISC is like this, plus ISC. We know that V is equals to I, therefore, 10 is equals to I plus ISC. From this 10 is equals to I plus ISC. We have to get ISC, right. Therefore, apply KVL in this loop. That is, this is plus, this is minus, right. By KVL, minus V plus, we have, this is the voltage, minus V minus 3I plus the value of this voltage source is nothing but minus 3I. That is why minus V minus 3I is equals to 0. From this V is equals to 3I. From this V is equals to 3I. But here V is equals to 3I, V is equals to I. Is it possible to get that? At the same time, we have V is equals to I. From this branch, V is equals to I, but by using KVL in this loop, we have 3 is equals to I. Sorry, 3 is equal to minus 3I. Sorry, minus 3I, right? And V is equals to I. So, these conditions are satisfied only, these conditions are satisfied only when I is equals to V is equals to 0, then only these conditions are satisfied, right. If I is equals to 0, V is equals to 0, here if it is 0, this is 0, then only these two conditions are satisfied, otherwise these conditions are not valid. Therefore, this is for example 1. From equation 1, what is the value of ISC? 10 is equals to 0 plus ISC. ISC is equals to 10 amps. Clear? So, we have ISC completed. This is method 1. We have VOC and ISC. Therefore, Thevenin's resistance RTH is equals to what? VOC by ISC. Therefore, RTH is equals to, what is the value of VOC? 24 by 10, which is equals to 2.4 ohms. Then we have to get the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, plus minus, this is VTH, this is RTH. So, VTH is equals to what? 24 volts. What is the value of RTH? Which is equals to 2.4. Later, we have to reconnect that load branch between these two open circuited terminals. That is what? This is 1.6. Now, we have to calculate the current through this load. Therefore, current through this 1.6 ohm resistor is equals to voltage by total resistance, that is VTH by RTH plus 1.6, which is equals to, what is the value of VTH? 24 by RTH is what? 2.4 plus 1.6. Therefore, current through 1.6 ohm resistor is what? 24 by 4, that is 6 amp. The answer is 6 amperes. That is it. So, we have to calculate the open circuit voltage by conventional method. So, now for the calculation of RTH, this is method 1, we have to calculate ISC, later we have to calculate RTH, then we will get the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Finally, we have the current through this branch, that is 6 amperes of current. Let us do the problem with method 2. Method 2. So, what is method 2? We have to provide a DC driving voltage between these two open circuited terminals, keeping all other independent sources deactivated. So, here we have only one independent source, that is current, therefore, it is deactivated by open circuited, right. Then the circuit becomes providing, we have to write here, providing a DC driving voltage, that is VDC. Therefore, the circuit becomes minus plus this is A, this is B. So, between these two we have to provide this is VDC, right. So, this is 1 ohm branch, this is I, this is 3I, this is 6 ohm branch. So, due to the application of this VDC, we have a current, that is IDC, right. We have a current IDC through this load terminal, this is the load, right. So, due to the application of VDC, we have a current through this load terminals, clear. So, this is plus minus nothing but VDC, right. Whatever may be the voltage, that voltage should be present across these two terminals, which is nothing but VDC. Therefore, what is the equation? IDC, current IDC entering at this node, and from this VDC by 6, VDC by 6 plus, see, this is voltage, right. VDC minus 3I by 1, VDC minus 3, this is the value of voltage, minus 1, which is equals to, sorry, minus 3I by 1. Let us consider this node voltage, for example, V, okay. From this, see, V is equals to what? I, V is equals to I, and this is VDC, right. VDC minus V, which is nothing but 3I, VDC minus V, which is nothing but 3I. So, we all know that I is equals to V, from this VDC is equals to 4V, right. So, V is equals to VDC by 4, the same, here we have to get the same equation here we got. So, V is equals to VDC by 4, then this is for example 1, substitute V in 1, therefore, IDC is equals to VDC by 6 plus VDC minus 3i nothing but VDC minus V, VDC minus 3 nothing but VDC minus VDC by 4. So, 4 VDC minus VDC by 3 VDC by 4 from this is nothing but 1. So, from this 3 VDC by 4 VDC, simple we got VDC by 4, right, that is it. Therefore, IDC is equals to VDC by 6 plus VDC by 4. From this 12 IDC, VDC gets common, that is 12, 2 plus 3 by 12. From this VDC by IDC, VDC by IDC is nothing but what? 12 by 5, which is equals to what? 2.4. So, from this method to what is the value of RTH VDC by IDC? So, from this RTH, which is nothing but 2.4, correct? From method 1 we got RTH as 2.4, from this method also we got RTH as 2.4. Therefore, the Thevenin's equivalent circuit is what? Plus minus this is the load, that is 1.6 ohm, this is what? 2.4 Thevenin's resistance, this is 24. We have to calculate the current through this branch IL. So, from this IL is equals to 24 by 2.4 plus 1.6, that is 24 by 4, which is nothing but 6 amps. See, from method 1 and method 2 we got the same answer, 6 amps. RTH is same. So, whatever may be the method to calculate RTH, we have to get the same load current. Simple. In method 2, we have to provide a DC driving voltage. Due to that application, there is a current through that load terminals. Based upon that, this current is entering, that is why IDC is entering, VDC by 6 leaving, again VDC minus, this is nothing but voltage, right, VDC minus 3I by 1, that is it. But we know that from this branch, if for example, if it is node, at that node the voltage is V. So, V is equals to, and we see if it is a node, obviously there is a super node, because this is non-reference node, this is also non-reference node. Here I am providing the equation with respect to reference node and non-reference node and a reference node, that is why VDC minus 3I by 1. But coming to this application, these two are what? Non-reference nodes, that is why VDC minus V is equals to 3I. So, from this I is equals to, we got this V is equals to VDC by 4, then substitute this value into this equation, we got VDC by IDC is equals to 2.4 ohms, that is it. Let us verify this circuit by using conventional method. So, we have the current through this 1.6 ohm branch is nothing but what? 6 amperes, right. Let us verify this answer. So, this is V2, this is V1, this is node 1, node 2. So, V2 minus V1 is nothing but 3I and I is nothing but V1. So, V2 minus V1 is nothing but 3V1. So, V2 is nothing but 4V1, that is it, right. See, we have two nodes, at this node we have a voltage V1, at this node we have a voltage V2. So, this is nothing but super node, right. So, based upon that V2 minus V1 equals to 3I and I is equals to V1. So, substitute this I equals to V1, therefore, this equation is like this, right. V2 minus V1 equals to 3V1, finally, V2 is equals to 4V1, that is it. Then apply nodal analysis, this is entering, leaving, 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 right. Therefore, 10 is entering V1 by 1 plus V2 by 6 plus V2 by 1.6. So, 6 9.6. Okay. So, this is 96, 9.6 V1 place, or you can 4.8, this is 48, 48 is equals to 4.8 V1 plus 6 into 0.3, this is 0.3, sorry 4.8, right, this is 0.8 V2 plus this is 3, 1.6 into 3, 4.8, that is it. So, from this 48 is equals to 4.8 V1 plus 3.8 V2. This is the equation with respect to nodal analysis. Then substitute V2 is equals to 4 V1, okay, or V1 equals to V2 by 4. So, from this 4.8 into V2 by 4 plus 3.8 V2. So, from this is 1.2. Therefore, 48 is equals to 1.2 V2 plus 3.8 V2. So, 48 is equals to 5 V2. V2 is equals to 48 by 5 volts. We know that V2 is equals to 4 V1. Therefore, V1 is equals to V2 by 4. Therefore, V1 is equals to V2 48 by 5 into 4, that is V1 is equals to 12 by 5 volts. So, this is V2 48 by 5, V1 12 by 5. So, the current through this 1.6 is nothing but what? Therefore, current through 1.6 ohm is nothing but V2 by 1.6, right. What is the value of V2? That is 12 by 1.6 into 5, right. Sorry, V2 48. 48 by 5 into 1.6, which is nothing but 8 row, which is nothing but 1.6 into 5, 8, that is 48 by 8, which is equals to 6 amps. So, answer is verified, answer is 6 amps. Let us discuss this problem. So, this is the circuit. From this we have to get Thevenin's equivalent between X and Y. So, he provided open circuited terminals directly. So, now we have to get the Thevenin's equivalent circuit only up to step 3, that is it. We have to get step 4 only when we have a load branch, then only we have to calculate corresponding current or voltage or power. But he provided the open circuited terminal circuit. Simply up to step 3 we have to calculate. Okay, solution. By using Thevenin's theorem means what? First we have to get VOC, next RTH, step 3 we have to get Thevenin's equivalent circuit, step 4 we have to calculate required data, that is it. So, first we have to calculate VTH, right, VTH. Therefore, to calculate VTH, plus minus that is it. So, this is plus minus we have VOC or VTH. So, this is also VOC at this point. So, this is 1 ohm, this is I, this is plus minus 0.5 I, 2 and this is 2 volts. Simple. At that node the current is leaving from this, leaving. So, from this VOC by 1 plus VOC, this is current control voltage source, that is voltage value minus 0.5 I minus 2 by 2 is equals to 0, that is it, leaving and leaving. But VOC is equals to from this I, right, See, VOC by 1 is equals to I. So, from this VOC is equals to I. Now, substitute this I into this 2 VOC plus from this we have 0.5 VOC minus 2 is equals to 0. So, 2 and 2.5 VOC is equals to 2. From this VOC is equals to 2 by 2.5 which is equals to 0.8 volts. So, we have Thevenin's voltage, that is 0.8 volts, completed. So, next RTH we have to calculate, right? RTH. First, method 1. Method 1, the circuit is what? We have to short those two terminals, plus minus, and this is plus minus, this is X, this is Y, this is 1 ohm branch, the current through this is I. So, this is ISC. If we short these two terminals, there is no current through this, I is equal to 0, that is I equals to 0. So, what is the value of here? 0.5 I. Therefore, if I is equal to 0, if I is equals to 0, then 0.5 I is equals to 0, right. So, because of this short circuit path, I is equals to 0 in this branch. If I is equals to 0, the value of this dependent source is also 0. Therefore, the circuit becomes what? Plus minus, this is 2 ohm branch. That is it. This is X, this is Y. Simple, we have ISC. Simple loop, no? This is 2 volts. From this, ISC is what? 2 by 2, which is nothing but 1 ampere. See, we have VOC and ISC. Finally, RTH is equals to what? VOC by ISC, which is nothing but VOC is 0.8, ISC is 1. Therefore, RTH is nothing but 1 ohm. Next, method 2. Method 2. What is method 2? We have to provide a driving voltage between these two terminals, keeping this independent voltage source deactivated. Method 2, providing VDC. Therefore, plus minus 0.5 I 2, and that is short. This is VDC. Because of this, we have IDC. This is X, this is Y. That is it. This is 1 ohm branch. We have to calculate I. So, this is plus minus. This is also VDC, right. So, this is 2 ohm branch. From this, VDC is equals to I, right. Completed. We have to apply KCL, that is it. That is VDC by 1. So, IDC is entering, that is IDC is equals to VDC by 1. Entering current equals to leaving current. IDC is equals to VDC by 1 plus VDC minus 0.5 I by 2. But I is equals to what? VDC. Then substitute this VDC. So, VDC minus 0.5 VDC, 0.5 VDC, that is IDC is equals to VDC plus 0.5 VDC by 2, which is nothing but VDC by 4. Finally, we have to write 5 VDC by 4. Answer is 5 VDC by 4. Therefore, IDC is equals to 5 VDC by 4. From this, VDC by IDC is nothing but what? 4 by 5, which is nothing but 0.8 ohms. Therefore, RTH from this method also we have 0.8 ohms, right? Therefore, Thevenin's equivalent circuit is what? Plus minus, this is VTH, this is RTH. VTH is what? What is the value of VTH? 0.8 volts. RTH is what? RTH is what? 1, sorry, cut here 0.8 ohms, right? 0.8 by 1, 0.8. 0.8, that's it. So, these are the, this is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit.